Alexandria Slater and I'm here with Unifrance Critics Lab, and today I'm going to be reviewing the documentary film Feminist Riposte, directed by Marie Perennès and Simon Depardon. So the film centres 10 different feminist activist groups in France, out of 200 of them, and they are a collage group who go through the streets at night, plastering on quotes and names of feminicised women who've been murdered by the men around them that they know, so brothers, sons, fathers, partners, and their aim is to fight against the oppression of women and violence against women. The activists even last night protested at the Holy Spider premiere on the red carpet, making their mark and making sure that these voices aren't silenced, and that is the aim of their activism. So the film shines a light on feminism, not as this sort of one-size-fits-all, but it shows us debates between these women, different perspectives, some who condone violence, quoting the patriarchy's violence, so the fall will be too, and others saying that we should take a different tactic. So there really is no sort of one message that's sort of being projected onto the audience. You are able to make up your mind, and it's very important that films like that are being made. It's the first film at Cannes with the title Feminist in it, which is a milestone in itself, in addition to the women protesting at Holy Spider, which is just iconic. And there's even a scene where the women are protesting and there's a group of pro-lifers, religious pro-lifers, trying to silence them, but they refuse to be silenced. And it's a really interesting scene, the way it's filmed, because barricading, the barrier between the women and the pro-lifers are the police, and you see the police actually siding with the pro-lifers, trying to protect them rather than the women. There's a really important point in the film that's raised, and it's about how just a simple act such as plastering signs on walls is looked down upon by society and the police because it looks dirty, when in fact the actual dirt and the mess and the grit comes with the rapes and murders and femicides of women, and that should be the issue. Not we need to be cleaning up the streets where these women are being abused, not the messages on the walls. It's ridiculously counterproductive, but this is what the film has been made for and what the directors are trying to capture. At times there are points where the conversations get slightly repetitive, but that does come with the nature of the topic, because this isn't a unique story. It's not just a few women who have experienced this. Almost all women have experienced sexual abuse, so there are going to be repetitions, there are going to be the same makeup of abuse throughout, so it's not a critique, it's just inherent in the topic of feminism. All in all, it's a very important film that has been screened at Cannes, something that isn't just made for women, and they also touch on trans rights, which should be included in feminism regardless. I know there's some popular figures that disagree, but it should be, and they touch on ableism, racism, and just fighting for justice in general, and it's a brilliant way to shine a light on injustice, because the camera can be used as a tool to fight against sexism.